Hey everyone, Gene Ginsberg here. What's happening? Happy Friday, everybody. I'm super excited to be here today. We do these Facebook Lives Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. So we'd love for you to join us. Today it's just going to be me. Usually it's me and Angela, but today it's just me, and we're talking about selling high-ticket products with webinar funnels. So this week we're talking all about webinar funnels. So let's dive a little bit into the webinar funnels. And of course, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to add them into the comments box. I always check those, make sure that I'm answering your questions, because I know that's what you guys are here for, right? A lot of times you just have questions and you just want answers when it comes to digital marketing, social media, or tech, and that's what I'm here for, because that's what I've been doing for the last 13 years. I founded my company 7 years ago and been helping entrepreneurs with that. So let's go back to webinar funnels. So webinar funnels, what are those? So you probably have seen webinars in the past, and those are live presentations by a presenter, and they usually talk about a specific topic, let's say SEO or something like that. Let's use SEO as the example for that we're going to be using in this Facebook Live today. So you have a topic, SEO, you're an SEO expert, and you want to talk about a specific presentation. And at the end of the presentation, there's usually a sale, and then you sell a high ticket product on your webinar funnel. Sorry, on your webinar. So that's a live webinar if you want to do it that way. Now for webinar funnels, it's a little bit different, but the same concept. So you have a webinar, you create a presentation, you sell at the end of the presentation, or you ask them to get on a call, jump on a call with you, and then you sell them on the call. And that's a webinar funnel where you create the presentation in advance, and then you upload it, and it's an automated presentation. So it's not like you have to be there every single time you have a webinar. And usually these are used for high-ticket products, right? Let's say you have a mastermind, or you have a high-ticket course, or some sort of coaching program, right? Typically for those kinds of products, you're not going to be able to sell them directly through ads or through a landing page. Like people, when they're investing thousands of dollars or $10,000 in a high ticket item, they're going to want to talk to you first, right? It's not that they're going to be like, hey, unless they know you very well in the industry and you're like a Gary Vee or a Grant Cardone or I don't know, a Marie Forley or something like that, which they typically charge those kinds of high ticket prices. Unless you're very well known in the industry, then it's going to be challenging to sell a high ticket item just off of a landing page. So you're going to have to talk to people. It's going to have to be like a sales call where you talk about the mastermind or whatever high ticket products you have, and then get into the details, get into the value, what are they getting out of it? So that's typically how these high ticket products are sold. You're going to have to get on a call and talk to these individuals. Now, sometimes it works off of a webinar funnel where like you do the presentation for 30, 45 minutes or something like that, and then sell at the end because they've already gotten a lot of value in the 30 to 45 minutes. Those can typically work for maybe $1,000, $2,000 products. But if you're talking about $5,000 or more, if you have like a mastermind or one-on-one coaching that's more than $5,000, those are going to be ones that we're going to have to set up a call with them. And you can do that with a webinar funnel, right? You have your presentation for 30 to 45 minutes automated, and then at the end you have a link to, let's say, a Calendly where they can set up a time to have a conversation with you, and then that's where you sell them. So if you're currently not using webinar funnels, this is a great way to start the process for selling high ticket products, right? You create a presentation all about, let's say, your topic, SEO, and you get into the real challenges and the real pain points of SEO, right? It might be, hey, you probably, I'm just kind of pretending to be the presenter here, right? SEO, you might have had SEO agencies and it didn't get you the results that you wanted, we're definitely, we've had good experience, we've had great results. So check out, our SEO. Here's, the details. Here's how we do it. Here's our process, blah, blah, blah. So you kind of get into the details and, talk about why SEO is important. What are the challenges with it? What are the typical mistakes, the drawbacks, why are entrepreneurs getting SEO wrong, and how you can help and solve that for them. So that's typical presentation, 30 to 45 minutes. Obviously there's more to it than that. It's a little bit more lengthy than what I just did a little presentation for like 30 seconds on, but you get the idea. You talk about the challenges or pain points and how you can solve them. And then at the end of the webinar funnel, again, depending on how high your ticket priced item is, several $1,000s, you can probably sell them on the webinar. So after the webinar, they're done, and then they go to a landing page and they can put in their credit card. Again, anything above $5,000, typically you're going to have a conversation with them because they're going to want to know more about you as the leader of the mastermind or the leader of the course or the teacher. All about what you're doing, your results, and things like that. So anything that you haven't mentioned in your webinar, definitely talk about that on the call. So that is selling high ticket products with webinar funnels, and just kind of give you a quick architecture of what that looks like. So you typically have some sort of ad, whether that's a Facebook ad or a YouTube ad on the front end. Then you have a webinar funnel platform. So we use EverWebinar. We use that for my clients, for my own products, high ticket products. So you upload your presentation there. Users get a link to it from the ad, and then they watch the presentation, 30 to 45 minutes, let's say. And then at the end, then they set up a call with you. So again, we usually use Calendly. You can use another scheduler if you'd like. And then they jump on a call with you, and then you sell them on the call. And if they don't buy it, then there's usually also some sort of funnel at the end of the webinar. Right? At the end of, if they're not buying it on the call, then there's a funnel with emails that just attached to the end of the webinar. So creating those emails also is going to be important, so that if they don't buy on the first try, then putting in some details about the program and why they need it and what's important in the emails that go into the funnel. Again, talking about your high ticket product. So whatever that's coaching or consulting, mastermind, maybe a high-end course or something like that. So that's what's worked for me and my business and my clients' businesses when it's come to high ticket products, because getting that out there is, can be challenging sometimes because, it's a high ticket product. And so you want to make sure that you're pre-framing that for your audiences before they jump on a call with you, knowing that this is going to be, more of a high ticket product. So that is webinar funnels. And we talk about all of this stuff in our group. And if you're not familiar with our group, you can add it here. You can join our group. You can just punch in wedm.group into your browser. This is a group for women entrepreneurs, and we are so excited. We already have over 300 members in our group, and we've only started this a few months ago during COVID. So we have an amazing group of women who are all entrepreneurs, and they are all using digital marketing and social media. So different levels, some are just getting started, some are very high and in the sense of like they've been using social media and digital marketing for a very long time and have a lot of experience. So high experience, I guess I would say, not high end, high experience individuals with digital marketing. So everybody in between, but we're here to have a supportive group of women entrepreneurs who have questions, who want to use digital marketing and social media, who find value in digital marketing and social media and have seen good results, whether it's on your end, good results, or you've just seen good results from other entrepreneurs in social media. And that's what we do all day long. Myself and then my partner, Angela, we're the facilitators of the group. Angela couldn't make it today. So it's just me. You're going to see my mug on these Facebook Lives. So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to add them to the comments. Of course, you can reach out to us at any time. I'm Jean Ginsburg, by the way. And of course, you can join us in our group, WEDM.group. Thanks so much for being here. Hope you guys have an awesome weekend. I will see you on Monday.